Jessica is with us in Toledo, Ohio. Hi, Jessica. Welcome to the Dave Ramsey Show.
Hi, thank you, Mr. Ramsey.
Hey, what's up?
My husband and I are in baby step 3. We got out of debt October of 2018. My husband, so I'm 5.5 months pregnant, and we have a 2-year-old. My husband announced recently that he wants to divorce me, and he left the day before Christmas, and I just want to know what to do financially. I do not want to go back into debt. I want to provide the best I can for my daughter and our upcoming child. And I want to be showing them the best way to live that out as well.
Oh, my goodness. Bizarre circumstances. What in the world happened?
Our pastor and all of we're evangelical Christians. People are wondering that, but an affair is part of it.
Oh, okay. Because his timing is amazing. A pregnant wife, and on Christmas Day, he moves out. I mean, that's pretty smelly.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you're simultaneously angry and hurt, and I'm sorry. Wow, what an incredible thing you're facing. Are you working outside the home? Do you have a career?
Yes, I have a full-time career, and I make about $42,000 gross.
And what does he make?
Reasonable. About 50 to 55.
Okay, all right. Have you seen an attorney?
Yes.
And what does the attorney tell you?
Well, I don't agree with the matter, so I don't want to file for divorce, so I'm waiting on him to make that step himself.
Okay. Don't have a problem with that, but I want you to be protected because basically, a guy who leaves a pregnant wife and a baby leaves himself in a position to be owned by you.
Yes.
And that attorney needs to be willing to do that. Because that's how these, child support to the max, and then whatever else we want to get, and there's, I know you don't want this divorce, but it may not be up to you.
Yes.
And I hope for and pray for reconciliation with you, but right now you've got a very, very, very bizarre situation. And it doesn't look real good with the numbers with the facts you gave me anyway. I'm sure there's more to the story, but that we're not going to cover on the radio. But if this thing does tip and does go the way it appears to be going to a divorce, a friend of mine that does divorce recovery, has a divorce recovery ministry, says that divorce turns a marriage into a business transaction. And that's the switch that'll have to flip at some point inside your mind, and certainly already has flipped with your attorney if you have a good attorney. Meaning, how much financial support are we going to get out of this guy for you to start your new life? And that certainly is a minimum of child support, but there's a lot of other stuff I'm going after if it's this guy. This guy's really stepped in it. I mean, you want to piss a judge off, leave a pregnant wife on Christmas Day. I mean, that's just really pisses a judge off. Because judges are human, and so he's not in a very good negotiating position, like has none ability whatsoever. So anything that's his may be yours, is what I'm saying, and that's okay. I'm fine with that, to take everything he's got so that these kids have a future because he's walking off, and including his income. So you got to get in a position to do that, and to the extent that that does or doesn't come, then you start running your life on $42,000 plus or minus whatever other support you get, right? And so how much debt do you guys have? Did you say you just got debt-free and started your emergency fund, right?
Yeah, so I can thank him for helping me pay off my student loans. Yeah,
well, that's the least he was going to do. But any retirement plan he has or anything else is probably coming to you.
We have very small retirement plans right now.
Yeah, you need to get you need to get all there is to get because you're going to need it.
Okay.
So how much is your house payment?
$750 a month.
Okay. and you can probably make it on that if you want to. But you're going to be maybe looking for other sources of income, and it's going to take a while for you to really start getting financial traction again. But the first goal is to tread water.
Okay.
And make it on $42,000 and keep the house payment current until we get this settled and we know what we're getting from him. But he's paying all this child support. He's paying it on time. He's paying anything else that he's supposed to pay according to the settlement that comes out. And or you're going to have to be very diligent, not as an act of vengeance, although that's tempting, but as an act of mother hen protecting her chicks. You're going to need the money that the court says he's supposed to give you.
Yeah.
And but I think you can probably budget with no debt and make a $750 house payment on your income. It's going to be tight, but I think you can do it, don't you?
Yes. My other concern is maternity leave.
I didn't hear that.
Maternity leave. My other concern is maternity leave.
Oh, maternity leave. Okay. And so it's unpaid?
I have half of it will be unpaid. I have 60% pay for 6 weeks, and then the following 6 weeks.
Okay, your phone is muffled. You need to speak directly into it.
I have 60% pay for 6 weeks and no pay for the last 6 weeks.
And you're 5 months pregnant?
5.5, yeah.
5.5, okay. All right, so third trimester, barely. All right. We're coming up on it anyway. Yeah, okay. So what we need to do is pile up as much money as we can pile up, and then see if you may be in a position you don't take the entire maternity leave.
Okay.
You may go back to work early. No law says you have to.
Yes, I had to with my last one too. So.
Okay. But I don't want you to. But I don't want you to be in this whole situation, and you don't want to be in this whole situation. So if you're physically able, one option is to get back early, so that you don't drain out this emergency fund that you just built. And and the other thing is how much can we add to that emergency fund? Just really piling up cash aggressively between now and the time baby comes. And again, you've probably already done a lot of this stuff, but any extra work you can do, and I don't know how you're going to do that 5.5 months, but anything you can do to create extra income, selling stuff, is there something we can sell? Is there something we can liquidate of his that the attorney says is okay? And just turn a big pile of cash, big war chest to get ready to fight, number one, but or number two, but number one, get ready to cover the maternity leave time off. But all baby steps are on hold right now. No retirement savings, no investing of any kind, and you're squeezing every dollar out of your budget. Anything you can do, any money you can get from him during this time, like if he's going to help you pay the house payment or anything like that, any money that you can squeeze out, out of your budget, you're going to throw into a pile here to get ready for the maternity leave, and that'll hopefully give you the ability to take the whole maternity leave, or at least a portion of it. So I'm so sorry you're facing this. It sounds like you got a pastor and a church around you to walk with you through this, and that's a good thing. You're going to need some people on you while you're doing this, in your life while you're doing this, and it's a tough thing you're walking through. I'm so sorry. What a disaster.